And now we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal. My name is the Brandt, and I'm excited because I have a guest today. Hello, Nelson.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Happy to be here. I've watched your content for a while, so I'm really happy to join you for, I think this is our first game we've ever played together, right?
I know we didn't get a game in at Con of Heroes.
I know.
That was like blink and it's over fast.
Yeah, that one was too fast. We were talking earlier with some friends saying that we need to do that quarterly instead of yearly.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or even like some kind of meetup on here or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Kind of thing. So awesome. You have a YouTube channel, The Living Card Gamer. So I have linked that in the video down below. So people can check that out. And then you are live on Twitch so many days a week. Why don't you tell people about that?
Yep. So currently I'm live on Twitch Mondays and Wednesdays during the summer. When it's not the summer, then I do throw in Fridays. But I stream all three of the living card games that FFG puts out, the cooperative living card games. So we got Marvel Champions, Lord of the Rings, and Arkham on just different days of the week.
Nice. So people can find you. You just go to is it like twitch.tv/the living card gamer?
Yeah. You can find that there.
I got it.
Yep.
I did not link that down below. I apologize.
Yeah, if they follow the link down below, that's pasted on the YouTube channel too. So they can go down the rabbit hole of links and find it eventually.
So how long have you been playing living card games?
I have been playing living card games since last March. And so,
gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So a very short time, about, what is that, 16 months or so? So.
And what did you play before that? Other games?
Oh, yeah, I do a lot of board games. I love board games. I have a passion for board games in the community. And I bought Marvel Champions because I was like, cool, I like games. I like Marvel. How can this change my life? And it very much did. And so I pulled it out last March. And then after that, I have a closet full of LCGs now. So
that's awesome. Nice. Yeah, my gaming goes back to December 1988. So nice. I've been playing games for a little while.
That's awesome. I
played Axis and Allies with my older brother when one of his friends was sick, and I was 7 years old. So I've been playing games ever since then.
Nice.
But Marvel Champions, we were doing at our store, the Portal, we were doing a 24-hour event for Extra Life. So we were open 24 hours. People were donating, and it was the Saturday in November that Marvel Champions released on Friday.
Nice.
And I played it 12 times on that day.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
I now tell people I have over 3,000 plays. Ooh. But when I tell them like day one, I played 12 games, it's kind of like, well, from there, I just kept playing 5 or 10 games a day,
Yeah.
But I also do a lot of those speed runs, and the games take 3, 4, 5 minutes. So that's where I get all those games in, or their losses so fast. So.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not really counting anymore. The goal isn't to count. It's just kind of let people know, like, I really like this game. That's my point.
It's a fantastic game. It's a fantastic game.
All that. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hello, Brombe. Hello to Matt. Hello to, I can't see that far. It looks like Spartan. I see Spartan 0117. Who says, I hope this goes better for you today than yesterday. I don't remember what happened yesterday, so I don't know bad things that happened. I know I played with Steve and Brian last night, and I know that Doctor Strange is just owning the world. But I don't remember things going poorly. Maybe it did. I don't remember. I felt like it was pretty fun. We're doing the Con of Heroes campaign that we played. And it's pretty fun, but I'm definitely getting that point where, like, I like to switch heroes. So, like, I'm playing Black Widow. What is the Shield Justice? And like, I'm ready to switch heroes or whatever. It has nothing to do with the campaign, but like streaming it one game at a time is just not the same as playing 4 in a row or 3 in a row in person, and then kind of be like, hey, thanks for the great session, and move on.
Yeah.
So. Oh, okay. I got it. That wasn't last night. I think that was Monday. I'm guessing this is the person that came by and played with me last night. We played at our store last night. I completely forgot. And you came by to play with me, and we played Gamora and Spider DR. I don't know what to call her. I just say Spider DR, even though it's like Spider, but whatever. But it was great playing with you. Win or lose, it didn't matter. This game's always fun. So. All right, well, I do have the new heroes in hand because they have come out. They'll be available at our store, The Portal, on Friday, so you can come and get your copy then, or you can check your local store as well. I'm sure some people have them shipping and coming in. So I'm going to be playing a little Peter Porker Spider Ham Injustice. So this is a little unique for me, Nelson, because I built a deck and I haven't ever played the pre-con.
Well, this will be exciting then, right?
Sure. So I had said, you were like, oh, what are we going to play? And I said, well, I'll have those two heroes. Can I play Spider-Ham? And you said, absolutely. But I'm assuming you're going to get your Spider-Ham and Spider DR this Friday.
I'm hoping so. So I have recently moved. I have recently moved, and so it's a new FLGS that I've ordered through, and so I don't really know what their timing is. They said that they would call me when they come in, and so I'm hoping that call does come in on Friday.
Yeah. I mean, ours came in on Tuesday, so that was all good. So hopefully it'll be same, but obviously shipping is just shipping.
It's insane.
But you're going to play one of my favorite new heroes, which is Spider Gwen. Is she Ghost Spider in the game?
Ghost Spider.
Yeah, I put Spider Gwen on the thing, but I forget sometimes. So why don't you tell us about your deck and what you're going to play?
Sure thing. I'm going to switch cameras just so we can.
Yeah, absolutely. I will do the same.
Just so we can show off everything. Let's see. Alrighty, cool. So top down. So I'm running Spider Gwen. I'm running a protection deck. Protection is my favorite aspect of all time. I love green. And so with her stats and how she likes to ready up after responses, we're kind of running a perfect defense type build with an armored vest, unflappable electrostatic armor, and a flow like water. And so these can trigger off and play all of my low cost defense events. I initially had set this deck up so that I could ready up and protect Spider-Ham at all costs, but then I was reminded that Spider-Ham wants to take some damage. And so I altered slightly. We got some resources, Night Nurse, and then the ally package is actually just going to be some of the protection and basic Web Warrior allies, along with a Victor and a Jocasta to go grab some more of those defense events. And so I haven't played a whole lot of the Web Warrior package. And so I'm excited to try it out. I mean, I don't know why that just kind of slipped through my, my cracks or whatever, but I think I was more enamored with the shield when that came out, and so I spent a lot of time there, and just I haven't been able to play a lot of these allies, and so I'm excited to try them out.
Nice. Yeah, no, that package, and the cool part is it just gets better, right?
Yeah.
As they release more, it just gets better. It reminds me of Miss Marvel, how she just gets better as they add more and more in, So
yeah. Have you been watching the show?
Yep. So that's funny. I was at the store. I was playing some games with people, and I came home just in time to finish it with my wife. She usually goes and does aerial on Wednesdays. It's like that crazy thing where you suspend yourself from the ceiling by silks.
Cool.
And she does all that, but the place called and said, it's too hot. It's in the 90s here and humid. And we don't have AC in most buildings in New England. So they just said it's too hot and it's canceled. So I didn't end up having to rush home as much, but I was happy to have the time to get set up and everything here. So
nice. Yeah, I just finished the finale right before the stream started. So
nice. Yeah, it was a fun show.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you played Miss Marvel in the game much?
Not as much as I wanted to. So just recently with the Solo Champions League, they had a round where I played Miss Marvel, and so I played, 10 practice games or so, and then the 3 games that you play through with the Solo Champions League, and that probably doubled my plays with her. Okay. And now I am very excited to try her some more, because the first time that I kind of picked her up, I was newer to the game and I didn't quite understand exactly how to use her. And now that I have a little bit more experience, I am super excited and super ready to get her back to the table.
Yeah, she's so good. And she just really leadership's a little weird, I guess.
Right.
But you can do it. But she just, the other 3 aspects, she just plays so well. And again, every time they release an event, she gets better.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, exactly.
All right. So I know people are going to be like, Spider-Ham, I want to know all the things. So I am going to play the pre-cons. I see here that Brombe said he really plays the pre-cons. I always play the pre-cons. I feel like it helps you to get to know the deck. I don't have a major issue. I think when I did Sinister Motives, I pulled, I think it was Mad Titan Shadow. I pulled some of the, you can only have 1 copy of this card, and there were 3. Stuff like that I pulled out. But but I usually play the pre-con. So I will play them. I will go through them, but we're kind of, the focus here is the 2 of us playing, and I'll talk through the cards as I play them. So he comes with Scarlet Spider, Spider DR as an ally. These are basic allies, Lady Spider and Spider-Man, which is Pavadar Prabhakar. So that is from another country. And people might know better who read that. I added in a Nick Fury here. 3 double resources were not in the deck. I put those in, and 1 Power of Justice. I only have 4 cards, so I don't know. I could have put the double in because I have a few more here. Helicarrier, team building exercise, crew quarters. He comes with 3 team building exercises, so I just pulled the other 2 to put these 2 in. Overwatch is going to be the best new card. Have you seen this card?
Is that the? No, tell it to me. I'm
All
not.
right, so you attach this to a scheme, and when any amount of threat is removed from this scheme by a thwart, you discard this card and you remove that amount from a different scheme.
Yes, that one's insane. That one's really cool.
So that is that idea. Skilled investigator, I put that in. So I probably could have gone with 2 Overwatches. I pulled 2. I tried to keep all the cards that were in his deck. I had a skilled investigator. There were 3 followeds. Again, there's not a lot of side schemes here. I think there's 3 in here and 1. I don't know. Does this count as a side scheme? I guess it does.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, so I probably could have dealt with that a little bit, but I'm not going to really complete it for followed. Put an endurance in, so I'd have more health and an under surveillance to help us out. Then he's got these great responsibilities. I actually wanted to add a 3rd. He only adds 2, and that's a way he can take damage, which is what he wants to do. Foiled, because I'm going to try to flip down. Same with the lay down the laws. Even the odds is a new card, so I'll go over that one. It's a requirement to spend a lightning resource, and it costs 2. It's a hero action, thwart, remove 1 per player threat from each side scheme, deal 1 damage to the villain for each side scheme defeated this way. So this is like a cool combo card that you can set up, and this is a cool 4-player card.
That's a really cool 4-player card. Miss Marvel loves it, obviously.
3-player would be fine, right?
Yeah.
Solo and 2-player, it's just not going to get the same. And I'm always excited to see cards like this because, as many people know, I play 3-player all the time.
Yeah.
So that's neat to me, but it's kind of interesting. There. So he had 3 copies of that. I just went down to 1, so I at least left it in my deck. Making an entrance. There we go. From there. Mm-hmm. And I will read his cards as I go through, but I'll at least just kind of let you know what's in the kit, but I'll read them. So first off, he has these Ham It Ups. I don't have them organized, sorry. So he's got 2 Ham It Ups, which can remove threat based on tune counters. He's got Swinging Web Pig, and I think there's 2 of those. 3 of those, which basically deal damage and confuse an enemy. I know, they're really funny.
And then some of the requirements are just amazing. So I hope we do follow the rules.
And I will make sure I do those. Petulant Pig is going to have the villain attack you, and then you draw 3 cards. He's got Captain Americat with him. The Daily Beagle is his alter ego to gain tune counters. I don't think so, is his Cancel a Treachery card. He's got a Hogwash, which he can either deal damage or threat with. Then he's got a Hammer to increase his attack. He's got Organic Webbing to increase his thwart because he is a 2/1/1, so he can get to 3 like Rocket, who everybody knows is the best hero in the game. No argument. Thank you. Okay. And then Cartoon Physics is the one when he takes damage, he only takes 1. So his whole thing is if he takes damage, he gets a tune counter, and then he can use tune counters as wild resources and to trigger his cards. That is the short overview. For the long overview, I will stream sometime tomorrow, probably in the AM. So all you early risers get a nice bonus because I am an early person.
Nice. Spider-Ham is one of the heroes that I've been most excited for recently. I just think he's just fun, right?
Yeah.
And so he just seems like a really fun hero to try. So.
All right. So we are going to play the Sinister Six. We're just going to play this on standard. So we got the Sinister Six, and we are going with Guerrilla Tactics. I wanted to play with the new modular, but it's essentially required. So that we use Guerrilla Tactics. So I just decided I wasn't sure that this was the best time to try to figure out if that didn't make sense. So we will shuffle up. You can go first. I'm going to set this up. So we're going to shuffle up the deck. And then I forget between the campaign and this one. So I have to put out 3 villains. Do you have the villains handy where you can see their health?
I do. Okay. So I have all of that off screen.
So I'm not going to put their health totals on them. That's how I did it one time. I'm just going to put damage counters on them.
Yep.
And if you need to ask, you can just let me know. I can read any of the cards to you.
Got Electro, Craven,
a little
and
shiny
Vulture.
here. Yeah. I keep working on my lighting and it just keeps being too bright.
Lighting is the hardest part about this streaming hobby.
And I had it so well at other places, but in this attic, it's like my lights are pointed away from me and it's bouncing off the walls, coming back. Like, how is that happening? All right. Not used to seeing Nelson's face. Well, there you go. D20 Woodworking, that is also a channel. D20, are you specifically living card games?
He's mainly solo games, but he does a lot of
Solo
LCGs.
games. Perfect. Yeah, I want to make sure that I state it correctly. I don't want to state it incorrectly.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Hello, Bahamut. I did not say hello to you, as well as Kurokai. Sorry, everybody. My screen is way over there, so if I can't read your names, I also have sweat pouring down my face. I have the Spider Ham energy, you can see. All right. Let's draw up 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 2 double resources. I love this setup.
I drew into Ticket, Web Bracelets, and Web of Life and Destiny, and George Stacy, so I'm feeling pretty good about my life over here.
There you go. Yeah, I will probably pass on my team building exercise, even though everything's a cartoon.
Does he have any cards in his deck that are not cartoon traded?
It's a great question. So far, no.
I don't think I'd seen any.
There are some 0 cost ones where it would be irrelevant.
Okay. Alrighty, so I'm starting us out.
You are first, yes, with Gwen Stacy right here.
Alrighty, so we're gonna Ticket to the Multiverse to throw Web Bracelets into play. We're gonna go ahead and use Gwen Stacy to shuffle Ticket into our deck.
Oh, that's a beautiful opener.
Right? I love that. That was satisfying. Ticket to the Multiverse is always like the last card whenever I play her. And so
there you go. Not on this channel, Nelson.
Not on this channel. Yep. So we're going to flip up. We're going to play Web of Life and Destiny, which allows us to ignore the cost if we have the Web Warrior trait, which we now do. We are going to toss a... We're going to toss a Spider UK to put Mr. George Stacy into play. And then as an action, I'm going to attach Phantom Flip. It says face down, but I keep it face up so I can remember what is happening. And then we'll just, we got a lot of threat to take care of, don't we? But I think it's going to be more fun to deal 2 damage to the Electro.
All right, there's Electro. Do I have I do. So we will put this on the active villain.
Nice.
And then we'll use our Con of Heroes token. Then we'll use our actual first player token for us. You good?
I am good. I am feeling good.
So I think I'm actually going to change now that you told me everything's a cartoon. I'm going to play my Daily Beagle. So the Daily Beagle is an alter ego action to gain a tune counter. So I'm going to do that. Also, his basic one is after you recover, gain a tune counter. So He's got 5 recovery, 12 health, and a 6 hand size 5 when I flip. I'm then going to use my double to play my team building exercise because it sounds like it will get work. And then, man, I like this organic webbing. I can play this Captain America. I'm trying to decide. I think I'll go with Captain America. So 1, 2, and then I'll use my wild to play him. After Captain America enters play, give someone a high 5. Ready, Nelson?
I love it. It's so fun. It's so fun.
I was thinking of running downstairs.
Yeah.
There's a few people. Then place 1 tune counter on your identity and shuffle a Spider Ham card back in your deck. So that's when I realized I won't lose out on that. And then I will deal 3 damage to Electro as well, so we can take him out ASAP.
Okay. So he's up to 5.
He's got 5 damage out of 8 health.
Like it.
Getting there. All righty. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to do like Ace Ventura with him or something. Oh, Robert, hello. How are you? I am not playing the pre-con. I see Brombe answered you. I will play the pre-con Oh, tomorrow is what I'm hoping to do. I don't have a definite. Tomorrow's kind of a family day, so if I can catch it early before we go places, that's going to be my plan. Otherwise, it'll probably be at night or Friday. All right, we're good.
Yes.
We are adding 2 threats, so this goes up to 4. Oh, you know what?
Up to 6, right?
Oh, it started at 4. I'm going to switch my move there. I realized because I thwart for 2, I'm going to bring that down to 2 instead of attacking for 1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add this to go to 4. I started that at 2. That was wrong. But now that I realize he thwarts for 2, I'd rather control that a little bit here in the beginning. So, all right. Then Electro is attacking you for 1.
We will go ahead and defend with the Defiance. And so we can just discard that card.
Okay.
Ready up.
It is an advance.
Exhaust a well, okay. That worked, I guess.
Hey, it's
Exhaust
gone either
web
way.
bracelets to drew into Defiance. Let's go. And then at this point, trying to figure out, because I do have a Phantom flip, and I just know that we're gonna flip my obligation, and George is gonna go by, but we're gonna hold off on it. We're gonna hold off on it because I do have Jakas, and I want to get her onto the table.
Okay. All right, then he is attacking me. What happens? I have to discard 7 cards from my deck. Man, I want to take that damage though, so we're gonna do it. All right, he's gonna hit me for 2. Boink! I don't know, some kind of noise, right? Ouch! And I will discard 7. Wow, there goes Under Surveillance and Nick Fury. Not so good, and my hammer. So maybe not my best move. Maybe not my best move. All right. I'm sorry. Wait, was this supposed to move to the next villain?
No, because I did
no,
not
he has
take
to
damage.
you, and then he moves to the next one. I remember that now.
Yeah,
all right, so that is going to move to
confusion.
Craven.
There's a little bit.
Yeah, we did finally get a clarity of answer there. So
okay,
that was good.
We did good. Okay.
Yeah, I think Boggs answered that and said the whole thing is a force response. So the first line triggers the second line is how it works.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, and then we're getting encounter cards. So yours is Partnership of Pain. The villain with the highest activation order value attacks you with plus X attack, where X is equal to the total of all other villains in play. So you are getting attacked for 5.
For 5.
You need me to block with Americat.
No, I think I got this. So we'll defend with an expert defense. So we got 6.
Perfect. Oh, but you don't ready, right?
I don't ready. That is correct. Yeah.
6 plus 2, unfortunately.
Plus 2. We're gonna toss a Defiance, play a preemptive strike, cancel that, and throw 2 right back at Craven.
Nice. So it's highest activation order, so it's Vulture attacking you. Yep.
Good call.
All right, and then that's fully blocked, so you don't have to take any damage. Yeah, so that's interesting. If this triggers, it would trigger this and move it to him?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, that's interesting.
Well,
all right. And then Worried Father.
Oh, told you. I told you it was going to happen. I should have played right there. So George gets stuck over here, and as an alter ego, I can exhaust him to get him back.
Thank you, Brombe. I got my counter. Yes, Spartan like a glove. Again, apologies that I forgot about our game last night. There's been a lot going on in the last 24 hours, but it was absolutely fun to play with you there. And Angry Man is joining us while playing Thor Protection versus Ultron. Well, Thor Protection is excellent, so I hope you have your ever vigilance in there. We're ready to go?
Go for it.
All right, we got to take out some villains. All right, so I'm going to play. I have this swinging web pig that I don't think I need. Cartoon. So the answer is they are all cartoons.
Nice.
I think that I'm going to use my team building exercise to play Hogwash just because I want to have to do what the card says. Remove 1 toon counter from Spider Ham. Loudly read this card's flavor text. Now, I will pass on the loudly because I can be too loud, especially into a microphone. So, pow, bam, whack, smack, boink. There you go. Choose to either deal 5 damage to it's minion, darn it, or remove 5 threat from a side scheme. That's not as good as I hoped. I wanted to deal 5 damage here. So I'm going to take back my boink, smack, whack, bam, pow, because I don't think that's what we need right now. And I'm going to do this swinging web pig instead. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to spend these for now. Wait, hold on. Sorry. I have these freebies to remove threat from a scheme.
Oh, nice.
Let me play one of those to remove 2 threat.
For the main.
Then we'll do this here. And we'll get rid of these 2 to play swinging web pig with this, which deals 6 damage to an enemy. So I'm just going to take out Vulture.
Love it.
And when Vulture leaves, we remove 4 threat from a side scheme. So we are now down to 26. We're so close.
Awesome.
And confuse that enemy, so that it's not going to happen. I will then spend my tune counters to play Spider DR. So she's kind of got a Starhawk kind of thing. If she leaves play because she takes more consequential damage than her health, she goes back into your hand.
I love that design. I think that's so cool.
So she has 2 for thwarting, 1 for attacking. So the idea would be to attack once and then thwart. She goes back in your hand. Of course, she's a 2 cost, so people will be excited. If I put 1 on Electro, can you attack for 3?
No, I got nothing. All
right. Well, we'll just put 1 on Electro to keep him occupied. I will thwart for 2. I'm going to flip, and I'm going to use the Daily Beagle to gain a tune counter.
You took 2 off the main.
I did. Yep.
Okay, great.
And then Americat, I think I'll keep dealing damage. So I'm going to put 2 on Electro, and maybe we find a way to finish him off.
So close.
All right, a little bit of a long turn. Apologies, just trying to read through the cards.
No problem. Well, I'll make up some time. I'm going to do a speed turn. I'm going to toss Chikasa to play the Night Nurse, and that's it.
There you go. Love the Night Nurse, though. Great include.
Okay.
Cool. Spider Ham, bring on the Nemesis. There you go. Awesome. Thanks for joining, everybody. This is fun. It's good to have lots of people here. It looks like there's people who normally join you regularly too, Nelson. So we're cross content creating, which is always fun.
Always fun. Ooh, got Peter.
All right. I've got another swingy web pig. I've got a one way or another.
Okay.
Which actually isn't bad in this scenario because you can fish out that one that gets in the way and get rid of it.
Yeah.
So It's not too bad here. All right, 2 threat on the main scheme. Our Justice player is doing their job. Thank you, Justice. Craven is then going to scheme for 1, 2, 3. That's always our joke is where's the Justice player? What are they doing? All right. And then he did not do his thing. So then Craven is going to attack you for 2. And I have either of these blockers if you need them. Although you're defense, I should stop saying that to you.
You're fine. I'll go ahead and defend for 3.
All right. And he's attacking you for 5.
Ow. So that's 2. And then I'm going to toss a strength for a phantom flip. Remove 5 threat from his scheme. We can do it on the main, or I can start knocking down.
Yeah, let's just keep that main under control until we get there, you know?
Alrighty.
This usually goes fast, especially with a Justice person and phantom flips. Awesome. And then he's going to trigger his effect, which is you have to discard a support or upgrade you control.
I like that less. Okay, we're going to go.
What are the 2 you have there? Night Nurse, and what's the other one?
We have Web of Life and Destiny, Night Nurse, or Web Bracelets. I'm thinking we're probably. I don't remember how much stun and confuse is in this scenario. Do you? What are we looking at?
It doesn't feel bad to me. I would say Night Nurse is probably your way to go.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that then.
I guess if you're not holding a Web Warrior character in your hand that you're going to get to trigger soon.
I am holding a Web Warrior character.
So that's going to make sense, right?
Yeah.
All right. I think I've got a plan. We need cards. All right, the villain with the lowest activation order value schemes with plus X scheme, where it's the total of them all. So lowest is here, schemes for 2, +1 is 3, +2 is 5. Good thing you took that 5 off.
Yeah.
And here, take one for the team to attach the villain with the highest attack. So you cannot
Raven.
attack villains who do not have an attached copy. So we can only attach here. So if we can find some alternate damage. Although it says you cannot attack and you is not your allies, or it is your allies. I forget.
You is not your allies.
Okay.
So
we do have that option. Yeah, Spider DR would. Web of Life and Destiny is anybody, right?
Web of Life and Destiny is anyone. Yeah. So when Spider DR leaves play, then we can trigger this.
Nice. I think the Night Nurse. I think she was in like the Daredevil TV show.
Yeah, she was in Daredevil.
Look at that. Pretty good for me.
Good call.
All right, it is your turn, my friend.
It is my turn. And so what we are going to do, I feel like, this is probably not the way you're supposed to play the deck, but I think this is the most fun because I actually have the requirements to play Peter. And so we're just going to go ahead and throw Peter into play. So Peter coming in, Jocasta will hit, or not Jocasta, Ghost Spider will hit Electro. Oh wait, no, I can't attack. I have to attack Craven. So we'll throw 2 on Craven.
Were you ready? Oh, because you Phantom flipped.
Yep.
All right, so 2 on Craven, got it.
2 on
he has
Craven.
9 health.
Do you want Spider-Man to thwart, or you got that taken care of?
Yeah, I'll be good on that.
Okay, so I will attack Craven for 2 with Spider-Man. Actually, you is not your allies, so we'll take out Electro.
Okay.
Take out 4 from the side.
This will be down to 22. Look at us go.
22. Look at us go.
Yeah, this is the key to get down to 1 villain.
Yep. And then after Spider-Man attacks or thwarts, choose a Web Warrior character. That's going to be Ghost Spider. When I'm ready, I'm going to flip over to Gwen Stacy. I will exhaust to take care of my worried father to get George back into my hand.
That is out of play. Ooh, look at me. Wide lens.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that next turn. No, I'm gonna do that now. Yep.
Done. Can't wait to get Spider DR suit on Friday. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait to hear everybody's experience. You're set.
I'm set.
All right. Daily Beagle triggers, gives me a tune counter. I am going to flip over and play One Way or Another. All right. And I'm going to get this Brute Force Barricade, right? Because we can get this out of the deck. Hold on. Can I get rid of it? I didn't realize it had 9. Is that going to be too much for me? 2, 4, 6.
I think we need to take care of it at some point, right?
7, 8. I only have 8 threat removal, though. You think I should still put it out there?
Yeah. Does it have a bad effect on it? Like a
Its
consistent
threat can't be removed from other side schemes, so it's probably not a big deal right now, right? All right. So we'll play it. I thought it had 8. Oh, actually, if I play Spider DR again, I could possibly get rid of it. All right.
Nice.
So then I will put a Skilled Investigator out. I will play Overwatch and put it on this.
Nice.
Don't have a huge thwart. Then Spider DR is going to thwart this for 2. I'll discard the Overwatch and get rid of 2 here.
Is that a forced response for Overwatch?
It is not. It is a hero interrupt.
Very cool.
So she will take 2, go to 3 damage, over thwart, go back in my hand, trigger Web of Life and Destiny.
Yep, go for it. Draw a card.
Draw a card. Wow.
And what is interesting is that it does not need to be the controller who draws the card.
Yeah,
so,
no, it definitely is interesting.
So that can be really solid.
All right, then I am going to exhaust team building exercise to play my cartoon physics. Wow, there's so much here. I'm going to play Petulant Pig. So I'm going to stick out my tongue at the villain.
Love it.
I don't think I can get it on camera. I'm not sure. And he is going to attack me, and then I draw 3 cards.
Oh, geez.
So he's going to attack me for 4. I'm going to use my cartoon physics to reduce it to 1. I have to wiggle my body. I take 1 damage instead, get a tune counter. I have to discard a support or upgrade. Sadly, I'm going to use Skilled Investigator. But I draw 3 cards. I have way too many cards now.
Yeah, I think you just drew your deck, didn't you?
All right, let's spend 2 to put Spider DR back out.
Nice.
Let's put, so this Even the Ons would remove 2. I do have that option. So Captain Americat will remove 2 here to bring this down to 5. Out Spider Ham will remove 2 to bring this down to 3. So then I can play, I've got so many good cards. So I'll use my 3 tune counters to play Helicarrier. Helicarrier, Nelson, thank you for waiting for all this. This is a lot.
Oh no, I'm just amazed at what's happening right now over on your table.
Helicarrier will play Lady Spider, and then my Swinging Web Pig will play my cartoon physics again.
Love it.
All right.
Can you remind me what Lady Spider does?
I will. I was just about to read it. So
Awesome.
She is a 2/2 with double consequence and 4 health. After she thwarts and removes threat from a scheme, if you control another Web Warrior card, remove an equal amount of threat from a different scheme.
That's awesome.
So she's going to thwart for 2 and then trigger and remove 2 here. So she basically is like Speed, right? In some sense, she targets 2 things.
Yeah.
And then I hate to lose Spider DR, but I guess I don't have to, huh? I can just leave that for 1 turn. It's not hurting us. So I will attack with Spider DR for 1. Okay, that's a turn.
That was awesome.
That was so much card draw. I do. I have
one way or another plus the 3.
10 cards left in my deck. 5 hours later, Brombe says, yeah. If I knew all the cards, I could play it a little smoother too, but I don't know them all. So it's like I have to read them to make sure I'm doing them correctly. I think I read everything for people except maybe cards I pass on. I wasn't sure if letting him hit me was the best, but drawing 3 cards seemed good. So plus a tune counter, it's like 4 resources. All right, this is going to go to 3. We are ready. He is going to scheme against you for 1, 2, and then deal 1 indirect damage to each player. Okay. I will take an indirect damage. Thank you.
Yeah, you love that.
Yeah, it was funny when I was building him. I was like, oh man, he'd be so good in protection. He plays just like Drax, right?
Yeah.
So that mitigation strategy that Drax has is what he wants to do. But you were obviously already protection, so.
So you are sitting at how much on the main scheme?
Oh, it's at 3. Sorry, and then he's going to add 2, and I'm going to play Great Responsibility.
Okay.
So he's not going to place that threat, and instead I take 2 damage.
Huge.
And I gain another tune counter.
That's awesome. That's a cool
so
combo.
Great Responsibility. Card that not a lot of people play, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a Spider-Man card. It's a little bit of a She-Hulk card. Other than that, people don't use it too much. Now, suddenly, it has a place. They've been doing a great job with that, designing this game.
Yes.
All right, now I am getting attacked. So this is funny because I don't know that I want to get hit again. Oh, I've got my cartoon physics, but I have to lose something else. And these cards are pretty helpful. So I think this time I'm just going to let Lady Spider take the hit. 2 + 1 is 3. I really want to get the token, but because of his ability, it's a little much. All right, ready for cards?
Yep.
Shadow of the Past. I do not have anything to stop it.
I do if I was in hero form.
No, yours is actually not bad at all.
Yeah. So we got the
Lizard and the regenerative research. So if people don't know, Lizard is a 1 scheme 3 attack with 5 health. And when the villain phase begins, heal 1 damage from him. So if we just deal 5 damage, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or if we ignore him. And then regenerative research is when the villain phase begins, heal 1 damage from each enemy. So that's kind of a big deal in this one, depending on what we're, if we get a lot of these
What's
out.
sitting out there,
So,
yeah.
Plus,
Yeah,
it's a side scheme we can't remove right now because of this one being in play. Who put that there? Come on. All right, from every direction. So an expert, this gains surge, but we are not an expert. So place 1 threat on the main scheme for each enemy in play. 1, 2. This goes to 5. All right, after my epic long turn, it's my turn again.
My turn again. That's great.
All right. So I could use this one to heal, which is kind of interesting. Swinging web pig can deal with one of these enemies. So, all right. So Spider DR is going to thwart this, so it's gone out of the game. Technically victory display, but no campaign. So then she'll come back to my hand and trigger. Why don't you draw a card this time?
You got it.
You don't need it?
I will draw a card.
All right, perfect.
That
I had a lot of
really
cards.
Nice. That was really nice. Yep. No, we're good.
All right, then.
And I have a ghost kick for the lizard, so you can ignore him if you would like.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is, how do I get one more here? Maybe I won't. I have a making an entrance, and I could heal if I thwart, but I just don't think I can get there. So instead, I will use my team building exercise, my lay down the law, and my making an entrance to play swinging web pig. I will deal 6 damage to Craven, taking him out.
Nice.
Which will take 4 threat off of a side scheme. So I will do this one here and confuse him.
Which side scheme? Just the light at the end?
I took 4 off of regenerative research.
Perfect.
Cool. And then I'm going to use one of my tune counters to play my crew quarters. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to heal for 5 to go to 11. I'm going to heal you for 1 with the crew quarters.
His recovery is 5?
Yep.
That's bonkers.
And I gain a counter when I recover. He's pretty strong.
Yeah, he's so
especially
fun.
Paired up. And then I will gain a tune counter from my Daily Beagle. I'm going to hold Spider DR, and there's a helicarrier for you.
Excellent. Awesome. Okay, so I am going to
7 because he's the last villain. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, good call. That's gone. Okay, so I'm going to overspin. I'm going to do Ticket to the Multiverse for George Stacy. He is coming back. We're going to use Gwen's ability to go ahead and shuffle that into my thinning deck. So hopefully we'll get to see that for the 3rd time this pass. That'll be exciting. We will exhaust Mr. George to throw a pure weapon punch under him. This is what I like about seeing my obligation early in the game is now I can reckless abandon, throw as many or up to 3 events and not need to worry about it, because it is so sad whenever you throw that 3rd event and then he gets pulled from you. But
no, it's a good way they did it.
Yeah. So we're going to play Parental Guidance, which allows me to, if George Stacy is in play, to attach an event. So we're going to throw a Preemptive Strike under George as well. We will go ahead and flip up to a Ghost Spider. I don't really have any enemies except for the lizard to take on. So we will thwart for 1 off the main. That would be really exciting. We are going to Energy Ghost Kick. So deal 6 damage to the lizard. So take him out. That will allow me to ready. I can draw a card with web bracelets, which will be the Power of Protection. And then we will take 1 more off of Sinister Synchronization.
Perfect.
We're gonna
Nice.
we're gonna hang on to Spider-Man. I feel like he can be used better later.
Which, oh yeah, you're Spider-Man there. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Awesome. So we're going to ready everything up. All right. There's lots of people in chat here. If I didn't say hello to you, thanks for joining us. I think Maurice, you've been here. Eric, hello. Yes, we are definitely hamming it up. Yep, they kept the silly actions here. Spartan, so I think you just have to evoke more fun when you play Spider Ham. I definitely had fun playing Spider DR. She's a puzzle character. She doesn't have that silly, and I think at the end of the day, what's going to happen is I think Miles, especially solo, is more powerful than Gwen, but Gwen is more fun. Would you agree with that, Nelson? You don't have to.
I think when looking at all the aspects, yes. I think in a aspect that they thrive in, I think Gwen is just so good at protection.
So protection Gwen specifically is very strong. Yeah, I'll give you that. But it kind of strikes me like that. I feel like Spider Ham is going to be the more powerful of the two between Spider DR and Spider Ham, but Spider DR is going to be so fun, like figuring out the puzzle and the pattern to all of that. So we'll see. I'm interested to see people's feedback. Like, is that puzzle pattern like really something they're enjoying, or is it just too much of a frustrating mess?
Mm-hmm.
Mess is the way wrong word. I shouldn't have said. Is it too frustrating to get working?
Right.
Kind of like a Valkyrie. Valkyrie is like a puzzle that's hard to get working.
Yeah, and it's not a fun puzzle.
But they're both fun. Yeah, there you go. All right. Awesome. 5 hours later, again. Hey, did you use my helicarrier?
No, I didn't need it.
Well, next time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, no, we get you those helicarriers and card draws because I can generate a lot of stuff myself. So
I heard
and my
Steve
deck is
wants
already
it though.
Oh man, I don't have it up here. I should have put the Steve carry in and it could just sat there. Good call, Nelson. Well done. Yeah, it's a custom card, so I don't have it like in the same back.
Yeah.
So I forget, and then I have to swap it in. All right, I drew my 6. I was first.
You were first, yeah.
All right, so we're going to 5 here. I really love this scenario. It is just so much fun.
We're actually I thwarted 2 off the main, so I think we're only at 3.
Got it. I remember you took 1. I missed the other 2.
Yeah.
My bad. All right, so we have to do ambush. It's just Doc Ock ambush. It's in the other one, right? We don't place 2 threat because it's not expert mode, right? Okay. So we've got Doc Ock. Doc Ock is going to come in and thwart against me for 2. Plus 3 is 5. We don't have a foiled. I put 1 in here. Nope. 5 total. Let's not cheat. And then Doc Ock is attacking you for 2. He's going to place 1 threat on each scheme if you take damage.
We're going to defend with an expert defense. So 6.
All right. It is a 0.
Good. I'm glad we're using all of those cancels on that. So that readies web bracelet, draw a card. Hey, there's my unflappable.
Bahamut, it is not a problem. Bahamut is the one who made the Steve carriers that we actually have. They are great. It is not an issue. My cards have been going upstairs and downstairs because I'm playing physically with people on Wednesdays and they have to come down. And then I don't always I have that like Hobby Lobby case and I don't carry it all the way back up my straight upstairs into the attic. That's all it comes down to.
Absolutely fair.
All right. And then we get encounter cards. I ran out my deck. Caught off guard. All right. I think this crew quarters will be the thing to go.
So I have a pure wooden punch. So.
Yeah, I don't think that one's the one,
Okay.
but I hear you.
Yep.
I get a decoy, no tough because we're playing standard, and you get a gang up. That might be the one. Or you might just want to get hit.
We'll get hit.
All right. You just taking it or you blocking?
Well, I'm defending for 3.
Okay. Plus 3.
Plus 3. We are going to toss an electrostatic armor to play a preemptive strike. So 3 damage back to Doc Ock.
And you block it all. You already readied, right?
I already readied. That is correct. But I got Spider-Man to do it again.
Nice. All right. Your turn.
My turn. Okay, so we are going to Power of Protection to put Silk into play. And then at this point, we've already gone through Shadows. So I'm wondering if do we have there's a nasty treachery in here where like everyone attacks Partnership of Pain.
Yep.
Do we want to pull that? I think we've already had one of those, right?
1, 2,
We've already had 2 of those.
3 of them. So that's got to be all of them, I would think.
Yeah, that's all of them. Okay, well, we've seen a lot of nasty treacheries already, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we could take out. Let's take out Frequent Flyers. That seems not fun.
Does it have to be from the deck?
Yes.
That one came out already.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Surprise is the only treachery of theirs that's left.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
then there's an advance.
Yeah, let's toss the advance.
All right.
Yeah.
It's out of the game permanently?
No, just discard.
Got it.
Okay. We're going to Genius for an Unflappable. Spider-Man is going to. Do you want me to worry about threat or worry about killing Doc Ock?
So I can't. If you leave Doc Ock, I have a Petulant Pig.
Okay.
I can draw more cards.
Okay, perfect.
Trying to figure out the best way. This decoy is going to need to go eventually. So if you want to deal damage here, but I don't have a ton of threat removal, so a mix.
and that's fine, right? So we're both gonna be in hero this next turn, right? So you're flipping.
Yeah, I
up.
mean, if you get this decoy down to 1, I can play Spider DR and kill it as an option.
Yeah, so we'll hit it for 2. Ghost Spider will hit it, and then we can hit it for 1 with Silk.
Is that 3 then, or was that 5 total?
That was 5 total.
Okay, that was Spider-Man, Spider, Ghost Spider, and Silk, right?
Yeah. And that is my turn. I'm going to pass it to you at that point.
Daily Beagle. Look at all these free candy over here. All right, so then we will flip up and we will play Petulant Pig. So Doc Ock is going to hit me for 2 plus 0. So I'm not going to trigger this because it's an interrupt, so I don't have to, which is really good.
Nice.
So I take 2, I get another. So now I have 5 free resources, which doesn't even seem right. And draw 3 cards. Imagine if Drax had this.
Oh my gosh.
Or Hulk, dare I say it, right?
Oh my gosh.
All right. And then I have to add a threat to each scheme. That is the penalty for my being petulant. All right. So then I'm going to play Spider DR. I am going to use my team building exercise and my helicarrier to put down my webbing. So I thwart for 3 now.
Nice.
And then I will use all 4 of these to play Lady Spider. I will thwart for 3. Lady Spider will thwart for 2. That's a total of 5. And she also removes 2 from here.
Nice.
Spider DR will ping Doc Ock for 1.
Nice. Also, I'm loving the interaction between SPDR and Web of Life and Destiny.
Okay, so also, yeah, no, it's definitely very good. I agree with you there. I just read Organic Webbing. Exhaust it, remove a tune counter, and ready.
Okay, well, there you go.
And I will remove 3 more threat and bring this down to 1.
It's funny because he seems like strong enough that it sounds like you're just making up rules at this point. You're just like, I'm just gonna ready and be fine. I'm like, okay, we'll see how it goes.
Then get your Acme crate, open it.
Right. Oh, that's fantastic.
All right. Ready up, draw 5. Hey, one way or another's back. Just in time. Yeah, please feel free to use this Steve carrier whenever possible.
Okay, sounds good.
It's yours. All right. So that's going to go to 3. Doc Ock is going to attack you for 2.
We will defend with an expert defense.
And 2 plus in expert mode. So nothing.
Okay, so that triggers. I ready. I take no damage. So I get to exhaust Unflappable and draw a card.
And your bracelets, or are they gone?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did bracelets and Unflappable. Now I'm just checking to see if there's any. No, I don't have anything that I want to play.
So I believe technically with the expert defense, the interrupt would resolve immediately. So you would ready immediately.
Yes, I'm
I don't
ready
think
now.
it matters. I'm just talking rules for rules' sake. Nothing you did was it wasn't incorrect in a matter, but I'm just thinking out loud. That's all.
Yeah, so you would ready, and
then
then
get
you
hit,
would,
right?
Then I think your defense still applies. No.
Oh yeah, definitely. Your
Yeah,
defense
yeah.
definitely applies. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that was probably irrelevant what I said. All right, 2 plus 0. So again, I'm just going to take it. There's no reason to use this card. So I get another counter, and each of these goes up by 1. Card. Surprise! So resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme if no villain was put into play. Go from there. So I think that's probably fine, right?
Yeah.
Just put a villain in.
Gives us something to do.
Something to do.
Give Spider-Ham a target.
All right, there we go. Scorpion and another life-size decoy.
Well, there you go.
Okay. So I can't thwart side schemes.
That's because of the life-size decoy.
10. Yeah. All right, just assessing what we've got here. So this just readies me. It's not even like rockets where I ready after thwarting. So I could be exhausted and ready. I can.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Are there any side schemes left? 1, 2. I believe there's one more left. And I'm gonna fish it out one way or another. I'm gonna find it. All right, so that's got 6 on it, and of course it gives them all of an acceleration. So we got some work to do now. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's my hammer. So I need to get rid of this. So I will play my swinging web pig using my team building exercise. Take out the life-size decoy. Spider-Ham will thwart 3. Ready, thwart 3. Remove coordinated effort.
That's crazy.
Yeah, agreed. Spider DR will thwart 2. Trigger, come back to my hand. Web of Life and Destiny, you draw a card.
All righty. Ooh, it's a ghost kick.
I did miss that. I'm going to put Overwatch on this one just to get it out of my hand.
Okay.
And then, sadly, I want to play this. Oh, I can play Scarlet Spider because I have 4 resources sitting on my character.
Nice.
So, sorry, you said and then?
Oh, no. Sorry.
No problem. I was just making sure I didn't miss it. Lady Spider is going to thwart for 2. I will read Scarlet Spider for everybody in a second. Removes 2 from here, and I'll trigger this Overwatch. I know I could probably get a bigger one, but keep doing it. Lady Spider leaves play. Does that trigger Web of Life and Destiny again?
It's a...
Or
yeah,
is it
does.
exhaust?
Web of Life and Destiny doesn't even need to be exhausted.
Take another card.
Okay, let's do it. Cool.
All right. Then I will... I'm going to play my cartoon physics, and I'm going to flip down. I'm actually just going to hold these 2. Can you use my helicarrier?
I'm
hoping you can.
Can't or can?
I'm hoping you can.
Yes, I can. Yes,
Okay,
I can.
perfect. I'm going to hold these two for next turn because these are so good.
Okay.
I'd rather get
Sweet.
them out. And I'm going to Daily Beagle. There. Done.
Excellent.
Helicarrier for you.
Helicarrier for me. So we'll just go ahead and use that right off the bat. And then we're going to toss a ticket to the multiverse and a web binding in addition to that for a Spider-Man. And then I do control 3 web warrior cards. So we get to stun and confuse one enemy in play. We're going to hit Scorpion.
You got it.
I don't know if Doc Ock is going to be around much longer. We are going
Oh, speaking of, you can deal 2 damage. I could have attacked with Scarlet Spider.
Oh, yeah. I can do 2.
And I will read Scarlet Spider when we draw up our hands for people.
Okay.
You can keep taking your turn.
Sure. Okay. We are going to thwart 1 off light at the end. No, we're gonna throw 1 on Scorpion. 1 damage on Scorpion. And that will kill Silk, which will trigger Web of Life and Destiny. We'll draw
we
a
are
card.
now making that card
There
look
we go.
amazing.
There's my web bracelets. Okay. So let's see. Got 1 more card.
Oh, Steve's here. He says the Helicarrier is his. You can't use it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on any toes or anything. Binding punch. We're gonna exhaust George Stacy and throw another. Well, we don't have that many treacheries on there, do we? In there, so maybe I don't need another pure weapon punch. Let's toss a web binding and a pure weapon punch to put down a web bracelet. We will deal 2 to Doc Ock, taking him out.
Got it.
Which is 4 off light of the end. What are we at on light of the end?
14.
14. Like it. Okay. We will. Yeah, we'll attack with Spider-Man and throw 2 onto Scorpion. Spider-Man does die right before the shuffle, so I love it. And we get to ready Ghost Spider, trigger Web of Life and Destiny, which is the shuffle. So I need an encounter card.
Wow. How many cards did you get off of Web of Life and Destiny? Is that 4 or 5?
4 this round, yeah.
Wow.
So that was fun.
Don't forget your Web of Life and Destinies, kids.
Yeah. Exactly. So Scorpion is sitting at 10. Okay, so we'll hit him for 2 more with Ghost Spider. We will we'll toss a Ghost Kick, Phantom Flip, and Ghost Kick for a Hobby Brown Spider-Man. Spider-Man Miles will throw 2. Wait, do you still have a decoy? No, you killed the decoy. Spider-Ham kills everything. Throw 2 more on
Thwarts
Scorpion.
everything apparently,
Yeah,
and draws
thwarts
his whole
everything.
deck.
Exactly. And then we'll hit the light at the end for a 2 thwart with my Hobby.
Down to 12.
Down to 12. And there we go. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, Spartan says the negative of live stream, you have to read everything to everybody when it's a new pack. It's true. So Scarlet Spider here, which says Kane on it. Play only if you're a web warrior. When you would reveal an encounter card, name a card type, then look at the card. If that card is of the name type, deal 1 damage and draw a card.
Nice.
So it's kind of an interesting, you can't cancel it, but you can draw cards off of it. So
Nice.
And I guess you could just always do it, right?
Yeah. It's not an exhaust. Whenever
Nope.
anything leaves play, you just choose a player and they get to draw a card. It's really cool. It's a really cool card. And you ignore the cost if you're a web warrior.
Yeah.
Very cool. I like how they did that. I like how they didn't exclude like other heroes from playing it. They just like made it more incentivized for the Web Warriors to throw it in their decks.
Yeah, agreed. I saw Dan. Somebody was talking about that. I don't know, Discord or something, just saying like incentivize me to play things with certain heroes, but it could also be played with other heroes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Neat idea. All right. I am first player. Oh, stunned and confused, right?
Yep.
Done. Cards.
Are you in? Oh, you
I am
are in
alter ego.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Well
That worked
played.
out well.
Indeed. In cold blood, lizard attacks. If not, surge. Let me just read the card slower. Lizard attacks you. Cannot play events until after that attack resolves if no attack was made to it. Just want to make sure I didn't misread the card. Assault surges into surprise. So we gain another villain.
Okay, good.
Right, exactly. Craven. And
Okay.
sorry, does ambush put the token on them?
I don't believe so. Oh yeah, place the active counter on it.
Place the active counter. So I may have done that wrong on the last villain.
Eh.
All right. Attach the minion with the most remaining hit points. If you cannot, it gains surge. So it can only go on minions. So that will run the deck out. Accelerate. And it is heightened morale. Attach the villain with the highest activation order. So Scorpion is now a 5 attack.
Scorpion is a 5 attack. Well, we cannot let him hang out for much longer.
In cold blood will surge. Man, those cards are just not a big deal. All right, taunting presence. That's the one with the most remaining hit points, which is going to be him. So we have to attack him. Oh no, threat cannot be removed from this until we defeat him.
Yeah. And isn't the ruling that if once we defeat him, we still don't get to trigger his when defeated effect? With that card.
Got it. That makes sense.
Is that a
it's
win
unfortunate,
revealed?
but it makes sense.
Is that a win revealed card or is that just
it is
attachment?
not, it's an attachment.
Okay, well.
All right, it is all you.
It is all me. Excellent. So we can't do win revealed stuff. I'm sorry. That was not, my mind was way past. We can't remove threat from side schemes.
Side schemes.
Okay, and we're sitting at 4.
No, sorry, we can't remove threat from this scheme.
Light at the end.
Any other side scheme is fine. It's specifically light at the end.
Okay. And we have 2 on Sinister Synchronization.
Yeah, how did I? Oh, because this just accelerated. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve says there's 15 reprints in the hand pack. I'm actually not playing the pre-con, which is weird for me because I used to play it first.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna toss a Phantom Flip under George.
Okay.
Store that for later. We're going to Strength to put Silk into play. And so pick your favorite treachery. Or I guess Shadows is back in there, right?
Shadows is back in there. Although, I guess it lengthens our game. People would get to see the cards. You know what? They can come back to other streams to see the cards.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. We'll toss a Pirouette and Punch for a electrostatic armor. Then we will Spider-Man thwart the 2 off of Sinister Synchronization. And then can you discard the top 3 cards of the deck?
There are 4 boost icons.
4 boost icons. So that goes on Craven. We need to get rid of him.
9 health, 5 left.
5 left. Yep. So we will go ahead and take Craven out with Spider-Man, Silk, and Ghost Spider.
Nice. Which removes no threat, you said, right?
Removes no threat, yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
And that is the turn.
I probably had a chance with Scarlet Spider that I missed.
And can you can draw a card from Web of Life and Destiny.
Perfect. Ooh, it's under surveillance. That might not be super relevant. All right, Daily Beagle will give me a tune counter. Then I will flip up. On the flip, I'm going to lay down the law.
Nice.
And I'm going to use a tune counter to trigger, so we get rid of 4, because I think it's time to end this.
Yeah.
That will remove that to go to 8. And then he has 5 health left.
Yes.
Okay. So, actually don't know that I can take him out easily, but I will thwart for 3, bring this down to 5. Ready ham with the webbing. And then I will thwart again, making an entrance with ham it up.
Beautiful.
And I will thwart for 5, defeat this, heal for 2, flip it, and it goes to 25.
25 with the hazard.
With a hazard. And then I will play Spider DR using team building exercise and under surveillance.
Nice.
And I will use Helicarrier and Endurance to put down my hammer, which I can exhaust to get +2 attack. Spider DR will hit Scorpion for 1, and Scarlet Spider will hit Scorpion for 2.
Very nice. Has SPDR been in your discard pile?
Nope.
That's awesome. That's really cool. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you keep doing that, right? It keeps going back to your hand if she was defeated by taking excess consequential damage. So now here's my combo. I want to put, well, it won't work, huh? Enraged on her.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But it won't work super well because Enraged would get discarded.
Hmm.
Here is the other combo. Oh, he's not a champion. I was thinking of using Pinpoint to keep his cartoon physics out, but he's not a champion.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right. Doing well?
Yeah. Doing awesome.
We're crushing it here. You are still up, correct?
I am up.
All right, we got some big hits to take here. So he is attacking you for 5. Now, there is the option of me blocking for you. I have 2 cartoon physics. But if you have things to do, by all means.
I am. Let me take it.
Because you definitely trigger some significant cards.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me take it.
All right, and you're blocking, I assume?
We're gonna we're doing Defiance. So it's just gonna be 5. Block for 3, so I'm gonna take 2 damage. I'm gonna trigger web bracelets. I don't get the trigger on flappable, unfortunately. Which is Spider UK. Interesting. Okay, we will.
Sorry, I had to do an ambush. So it's gonna be a little bit different.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is the character who's attacking. It is Craven instead.
That's actually even better. Okay, so
Thanks, Steve.
Same everything happens, except I also get unflappable.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear what you triggered because I was doing that. You are playing Expert Defense?
I played Defiance, and so we're discarding
the card goes
card.
away.
Yep.
It's a 1 boost.
He's coming in at whatever
2.
the attack is, 2.
So you block it all, unflappable.
Unflappable web bracelets. And then we are going to energy. You know what? Let's just go for it. Why not, right? We'll ghost kick Craven, and then he also needs 1 damage from electrostatic armor.
Got it. 7. Ghost kick is 6, right?
Ghost kick is 6, yes.
Perfect. Now you could also trigger your Phantom Flip.
I can, but I'm gonna first do web bracelets to draw a card. And yeah, well, why not, right? Phantom Flip to take 5 off the light at the end.
Yep. All right. So then he didn't hit you, so it stays on him, right?
Yep.
So he's going to attack me for 2 plus 0. So I will take the 2, gain a tune counter, and then I have to discard something, which ironically I think is going to be one of my 2 cartoon physics. I don't anticipate that I'll get hit again 2 more times, and I think we can win here. All right. Luckily, you get 2 encounter cards, not me.
Yeah, go team. Wait.
All right, here we go. So the first one is a surprise. So we put a new enemy into play.
Do we want? I feel like that actually could be a pretty good cancel at this point, right? Because we can take out Craven, we can take out Scorpion, which would be 11. And so
yeah, and then I've got 6 here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll cancel.
All right.
With the pure weapon punch, and then deal damage equal. How many boost icons does it have?
What did I discard? Right. It has 1.
So we'll throw 1 at. I guess it really does not matter, does it?
They're either going to be down to 1. Yeah.
Go Craven.
All right. Your second card is an advance, and I think that's fine because it's 0.
Yeah.
Plus, put this minion into play engaged with you.
Oh, cool. I get a minion.
And then Partnership of Pain. So he's going to attack me for a whole bunch, but I have cartoon physics, right?
Yeah, and I also
what does he make me do? Stun a character I control. I think that's okay. In fact, I could stun myself. All right. So he will attack for 5 plus 0. I'll use cartoon physics, take 1. And I will stun myself.
Nice.
All right. Passes to me. Scarlet Spider takes out Scorpion. Removes 4. This goes to 16.
Nice.
Spider DR hits Craven. Unfortunately, Spider DR will go to my discard pile.
Well, do you mind if I draw a card off that one?
You can draw a card.
Thank you.
That will remove 7.
Nope, 4, right? Do we already kill Scorpion?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay, perfect. I see the light at the end.
We are not playing expert. We are playing standard. Then I will. Play Nick Fury.
Nice.
Using my 2 and a hogwashed and a foiled. I think I'll just deal 4 damage here and take it out. Do you have threat you can remove?
We will see.
Okay.
Light at the end is at 9.
Yeah. So Spider Ham will thwart for. Oh, I lost my tune counter. So I've got to discard another card. So I keep my tune counter. I will thwart for 3, ready, thwart for 3. Bring that down to 3. And it's all you.
Okay, well, we will go Spider, Silk, and Spider-Man and thwart for 3 off Light at the end.
Woo!
There you go.
Done. Nice.
Well, that was a fun one. That last turn, we only had flipped the side scheme Light at the end and gone through 1 turn with that.
Yeah, it goes fast because you can, once you have all that control, and you defeat, like there were 2 villains, that's 11 of the 25, right? Yeah. So then you phantom flip, he removes 6, like it goes way faster than people think, especially in 2-player. This goes really quick.
That's awesome. That was a ton of fun. Spider-Ham looks
picking on us.
So fun. Yeah.
No worries. Awesome. Yeah, Spider-Ham was way more fun than I anticipated and way more powerful. That massive amounts of card draw and the comboing to like get attacked but only take 1 damage with his own cards, that's super interesting.
Yes.
Because like Drax didn't have that, Drax had the ready but not draw cards and then have things to decrease the damage. So
yeah, I'm really I think of every hero and how they're going to play in protection. That's just how I like to play the game. But I do think that he's going to thrive in protection, especially with like you throw out energy barriers so you can mitigate and make sure you're only taking 1 damage, and you can just it can get crazy. It can get
And
really fun.
and even this scenario where taking damage was a negative because the villains have effects, right? I was able to just, I'll put my skilled investigator and lose that.
Right. Yeah.
I lost the cartoon physics and it kind of played out perfect. So
Yeah. It was really
yeah, no,
fun.
I agree. Protection feels like where you want to go, but I'm thinking about aggression where you could pull minions out and let them all hit you for 1.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
So looking for trouble, pull a minion, get 3 threat
Bring
off
it.
the scheme, right?
Yep.
Bring it, let them all hit you.
Toe to toe.
And then
Right. There's synergy there.
toe to toe, and then have your card down. And then when the minions hit, I'm just thinking how you clean up the minions. So he needs either that
his hammer
1
is
by
swinging
1
for 3,
card,
right?
Yep.
The 1 by 1 would be a really good one.
1 by 1 is a way, or melee, and then of course, you could play it with his tune counters. You can play into own technique.
Yeah.
So you could make the 1 by 1s deal 3 damage.
And melees deal 6.
Aggression feels like the really fun multiplayer play with him.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Like, okay, I'm just gonna go hog wild, pun intended.
Great. Good.
So Justice, it just seemed to work because he's already trying to remove threat. I love that he's a 3 thwarter. That's shades of Rocket right there.
Right.
I think that's Wasp, Rocket, Ironheart, and now Spider-Ham can all get up to 3 thwart.
And then
I didn't put a thing in here. I just realized. I forgot to put heroic intuition.
Nice.
And I don't know if I needed it. So
yeah.
It seemed fine. Yeah, the hammer, the webbing can ready him so he can. Whew.
So him or Strange?
Say what?
I think that he has potential to be.
Oh, you think he has potential? Yeah, there's no status cards.
Yeah, that's true.
That's big. So
that's true.
So I know people are excited about him, but let's talk about Gwen Ghost Spider. I don't want to ignore your play over here as well. I think it played perfectly. Even times where I was like, hey, I could block for your whatever. You just always have those cards at the ready, right?
Yep. And George, seeing the obligation early is really crucial. Even though I did lose George, I lost, I think it was a ghost kick, which was, a bummer. But being able to put him out there with some certainty that I'm going to have him around for a while, and then just if I needed to, I could throw my preemptive strikes or anything there to ready myself. And then I didn't even put my armored vest on the table.
Right.
Didn't need it.
So. That's a good point. Yeah, you were just, those expert defenses work so well with her. The fact that they were another example, right? Here's a card. People were kind of playing expert defense. There were a couple, you'd see people do it with Cap or somebody who could ready something like that, maybe in Spider-Man, but it really wasn't getting played that I found in a lot of decks. And all of a sudden you put it in her and it's like, oh, I can have 6 defense and ready off of playing this free card, right?
Right.
And she thrives really well off of free cards and then draws a card to replace.
And draws a card. If you have unflappable, then you're drawing 2. And then I also had flow like water that I never got onto the table. And so every single time I was playing those cards, it should have been 2 ping damage, and instead it was just 1. And so
Ghost Spider solo, do you put the hard ignores in there?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were they in there that time and I missed it?
No.
So so without playing solo and me being Justice, you realized I don't need those.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I just
makes perfect
sense. I lean more into the allies, right? So typically when I'm playing with Gwen, I'm not putting in a ton of allies or a protection player that wants to be taking attacks. I put in very minimal allies or allies that I'm not going to be using for chump blocking. And so having a Justice player at the table allowed me to kind of explore some of the Web Warrior allies in protection, which I don't normally just put in my decks. So that was fun.
Yeah, I wish we had a counter. Like, had I known it was going to be like that, we'd have a counter for Web of Life and Destiny. Because I would say 10 cards.
It was at least 10 because we got 4 off of that one turn. That this last turn, I would have, if we didn't win, I would have drawn 3. And so just in those 2 turns, it was 7.
And so you stream a lot of solo, right, on your channel?
Yes.
But you get a chance to play multiplayer at times, or not really?
Yep. Okay. So D20, who's in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Him and I stream fairly frequently. We kind of slowed down with this summer just
Sure.
because we're both streaming less. And so, but yeah, we do 2-player mostly.
Okay. But that's where something like that Web of Life and Destiny and the Helicarriers, Avengers Mansions, like
Yeah.
somebody was asking recently in the Facebook group, and they're like, "Oh, do you feel like these cards are still relevant?" Avengers Mansion and Helicarriers, like, man, in multiplayer games, they're just so good because both players look at their hand and somebody goes, "I don't have a lot of potential. I'm basically going to be doing this," and somebody goes, "Wow, the potential."
Yeah.
If I
just had
draw a
one more
boatload of
card.
cards or a resource right now. And so that's what we could do, right? I was like, here's a helicarrier, here's 4 other cards, see what you can do with them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I love about multiplayer. It's that ability to really set somebody up to do well.
Yeah, the game definitely thrives at 2 or 3, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. I love that it exists for solo, and I appreciate that people can play in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is part of the joy of it. But to me, like the double advances, like obviously you can track them and they're like, but like it's feels
tough.
weird. It feels like one advance should come out. I used to play that way, or I used to play like on Rhino, if he schemes off of advance, I just go to 6 and keep playing. This is like when I was first playing, right?
Yeah.
Because it just was like, it doesn't make sense. In 4-player, there's 2 advances. In solo, there's 2 advances. It doesn't scale at all.
Yeah. Yep.
So it feels like, there should have been like, add this in 3 and 4-player. But again, the game was going for like shuffle and play. They didn't want to have a lot of, it was just the modulars were the only thing that changed, right?
Yeah. They had Lord of the Rings to figure out all of the crazy intricate like scenarios and everything. And, I appreciate this one because this is way easier to just sit down and play.
It is. There's a lot of interactions. There's a lot of rules questions, but you can play through most of them.
Yeah. Yep.
You just, you can either grim rule or you can just decide there. Awesome. Does anybody have questions for myself or Nelson? I do see a correction from Brown Bay. I am wrong. So I said he doesn't have any status, but he has confused on his swinging web pig. And that is 100% correct. So he deals 6 damage and then confuses that enemy. I was always using that to eliminate an enemy, so I forgot about that. And the cartoon physics is better than tough because he doesn't want, it's a good point. He doesn't want tough. He doesn't want to do that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He was strong. Great Responsibility was actually an awesome synergy card for him.
That's awesome.
In Justice. So that was a cool card to see.
And like you had already said earlier, but I just love the fact that the designers are able to pull in cards that we've had in our box for years now that never get to the table. And now it's like, well, this is really good. I'm sorry, Steve, I know you wanted me to run Warning, but I mean, that's a card that it makes it into a lot of Ghost Spider decks, but I don't like, I never played that card, but now I do when I play Ghost Spider most often.
I think I run Warning out of protection.
Yeah.
I don't think she needs Warning in protection because there's so many triggers. But if you play outside of it, then Warning really becomes a much better card.
Yes, that's a really good point. That's really
actually would have been interesting to have warnings with him.
Yeah.
To decrease the damage he takes, so he can still.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way to do it, right? Even like when I played Great Responsibility, you could play Warning, I believe.
Yeah.
If you had been exhausted and then you would ready.
Yeah.
During my turn. I guess that wouldn't really help unless you were exhausted from something else, but just interesting.
But I did feel like these 2 characters played really well together.
They did. He wanted to flip every turn.
Yep.
And you mostly stayed up until like it was like the 3rd turn you flipped down to get a little healing and get rid of the worried father.
Right.
So that worked really well. I love flipping to alter ego. Do you know this about me?
No, I don't. But
okay. So I will flip all I can. I just did a play against Thanos, Expert Thanos, and I did Gamora and Groot. So turn 1, Gamora flipped up, and then it was just flip back and forth the entire game.
That's great.
So I think showing that off and realizing like Thanos hits really hard. So if you flip every turn, then you only need 1 ally.
Right. Oh yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah.
Right. And then you just have to control threat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a long mode. I mean, somebody'd have to count my turns, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was over 16 turns.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Maybe longer. I don't know. So some people just don't want to play that style, and that's totally fine. I don't think that's That's there. That's where I tell people like, well, that's Groot. He's going to be slow to build. Gamora's not really slow. She was the one kind of removing everything, keeping everything under control while he got built. But I like that flip style. But then I do the speed run so people can check those out and see.
Yeah.
Star-Lord just lights things up. And Captain Marvel too. She can do it. Venom. And they're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. All right.
Good
Well,
game.
Nelson,
Good game.
I want to thank you. I think I said it on a stream, but you were the one that helped me get HD on the channel. And I appreciate you going out of your way through all the messaging and everything. So I just wanted to make sure that I said that to you in person as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, now if you watch, I mean, the Zoom is not going to be HD. It's not going through OBS. But if you watch some of the other streams, if people watch My Hero Academia, yesterday my wife and I played, it might have been 2 days ago because all the days blend together. We did a play of It's a Wonderful Kingdom, which is coming out from Lucky Duck Games, and other streams that you'll see. Hopefully we're going to do Sorcerer's Arena here sometime soon on the channel as well. So we'll see all those.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for
Why
having
don't you
me
let
on.
people know your channel and where they can find you and what you do, anything you want to tell people?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me at the Living Card Gamer. I believe you said that the link below is in the description below. Yep. So I do Twitch streaming. So I typically stream on Twitch and then I throw all of the past streams onto YouTube. And then also I do some talking head videos where I talk about some champions. Right now I'm doing a series where I'm playing through every single hero in Marvel Champions in every aspect and then ranking them. So having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I most recently watched your Spider-Man one and then I commented there. Yep. I thought your analysis was great.
Thank you.
I thought you were dead on your analysis on Spider-Man. From my perspective, I felt like your ranking I would have done different, but that doesn't mean that I felt like your analysis was wrong, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I just feel like leadership is leadership. And he's just one of those characters that can he could just benefit off of leadership because of being an Avenger so well.
Yep.
So I think that's a huge part.
Yeah. And like it was kind of funny. So after you commented that, I ranked them in order of preference. And so and so I put out a community tab on YouTube to say, okay, like, do you want these in order of preference or in how you like them? And it was like, I think it was like 52-48. I was like, okay, like, like it's just like split right down the middle. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure out how to do this in the future. But no,
and if anything, it just generates discussion, which is 9 times out of 10, the goal of a content creator is to generate discussion, right? Like I'm sure you play live just like me so that people are there that you can talk to and generate things. And I'd rather play live and make a mistake than film and then not have that necessary discussion at the time. And that's just me. Other people aren't like that. I am an actor, an improviser, a musician. Like, I just like being live. Live is my favorite way to do any kind of thing. So
yeah. I really love it. The community is great. Yeah. People help with rules and it never comes across as gotcha, right? Like, and so I really appreciate that. And so it's just been a wonderful journey.
Yeah, when I watch other creators and I watch a playthrough and I make a comment like, oh, on turn 3, you should have added 2 more threat or you couldn't play that card. I try to also add something that's like, hey, great job. I like the angle, or I like, something that I can comment. I'm not solely saying, oh, this rule mistake makes it unwatchable. Like that's not the goal, right?
Yep.
Like you still want people to know because it can be helpful, but you don't want to be like negative towards it. Like pretty much everybody's doing, I would say everybody who's doing this content is part-time, no time, etc. Right? Like
Yep. I don't know where all my free time went. So
for sure.
It went here.
So awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nelson.
Thank you
for playing with me. Thanks everybody for joining us. Stay tuned. I will tomorrow play these heroes with their precons. I like to play the precons, maybe talk through what I would do for different aspects afterward and whatnot. And I'll go through all the cards so you can kind of see them one at a time as well. All right. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Nelson. Thanks everybody as well. My name's the Brandt. Until next time, I hope you step into the portal. Bye.
Peace.